Just kidding. It's 12 high noon. Paint slangers, y'all know what to do. Let's go. Paint slangers, you a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. Paint slangers, you a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. Slang your paint, paint slangers. Hey. Just kidding. Kids deserve art. Calling the paint slanger. 12 high noon. Here's a paint banger. Blank canvas, not for long, baby. Squeeze the paint out the tube and go crazy. It's Saturday time to collect ourselves. Grab the brush, sling some paint, and express ourselves. Auntie 755 teaching young people to paint something sweet on the easel. We do this every Saturday at 12 high noon. Put the tarp down and make some room. We gon' paint something really cool. Then show me your art. Show me your art. Yeah. Paint slanger. You a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. Paint slangers. You a paint slanger. You a paint slanger. Slang your paint, paint slangers. Kids deserve art. Kids deserve art. Time to put you on the telly. Yeah, there we go. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on? Happy Saturday, everybody. Happy Saturday to all the paint slangers everywhere. Auntie 755 teaching young people to paint something sweet on the easel. Okay? Let's go. Yeah. So, sorry I missed last week, you guys. It wasn't feeling so hot, so I had to take a moment for myself. But I'm back. And being back means let's paint. I hope you guys are ready. There is no reference photo for this as of yet, but if you want one, I can provide you with one. All you got to do is hit me in the email after the show, and I'll get it over to you. You can paint in your leisure. I was just rewind the stream, and you'll be able to paint along with me again. You'll enjoy the content, because today we're painting what? MS HUES. Yeah. Woohoo. Yeah, look at her in all her beauty. Yeah, she's ready. So, only thing that's missing for her is a circle here. It was a typo by myself, but it's okay. We can easily fix that, and I'm gonna show you how. Okay? Hopefully yours will have one on there, but if it doesn't, I'm gonna show you how to fix it. So, as everybody's well known, everyone knows now that I'm. Let me turn this a little bit different. There we go. Everyone knows that I've created a comic. Oh gosh, I keep saying comics, sissy. I think it's gonna really happen. A coloring book. I'm creating it now. I'm still in the works. So for everybody that won, just be patient. Hang on. Don't don't give up on your girl. I got y'all. You just have to be patient. The universe is gonna give us what we need. Okay, just know that. Just know that. All right, so I created these characters based on my experience in my art studio, okay? And they're going to teach, and they're going to enlighten, and they're going to have fun, and it's going to be a lot of stuff, and they're called the Art Squad. So if y'all haven't became familiar with the Art Squad, here they are. I should have got put it in the StreamYard so it could show us, guys. So here on this side here, this is Squeeze. She's a yellow paint tube full of love and excitement. Then we have Art. He's the leader of the Art Squad. Oh my goodness, there he is. It's Art right here, and then Professor Popor. I always say that real fast 3 times. And then Mrs. HUES is right here, right? And then you've got Slosh right here, the paint water guy. Okay, there we go. There he is right here. So this together, they make the Art Squad with a bunch of other characters that I'm developing. I'm having fun doing it. Yeah, it's going to be enjoyable for everybody. So I'm going to get a coloring book together. There's going to be available on Amazon. So if you're interested in getting some as gifts, or just getting one for yourself or your young ones, then you will be able to do so. So I'll do a giveaway, and once we get this going, and so that everybody can have one. Rich Sissy, how you doing today?
I'm alright. How are you?
I'm doing all right, sis. I'm doing best I can with what I got. You know what I'm saying? Looking for some more to enhance. Yeah. So here's my drawing of Miss Hughes. Miss Hughes was drawn on this canvas by no other than Auntie Cuddles. Yeah, she did it.
I did it.
Yeah,
And you can too.
you sure can. She said you can too. And she used the tracing method that I taught you. Right, Sissy?
I did.
So, with my printout that I gave her, it didn't have one of the paint palette, the circles for paint. So we're going to put one on right now before your very eyes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your picture behind in the back of your canvas, just like so. All right. I think I might be blown out a little bit. Let's turn this light off, you guys. How about that? Is that a little better? I think so. So, you can see through this. You can kind of see my hand through this. You see? See my hand, you guys? Look. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get one of these circles that's on Miss Hughes, the paper, and trace it so that my circle be uniform just like the rest of them, right? So, how I'm going to do is I'm going to line it up. And I don't know about you guys, so let's try to see if we can see. I have a light up here. And I'm going to put a circle right where I think it should be, right about there. Now, can you see the circle now? Right here, this one? Well, that's the one we're going to trace out. So let's get busy. We got a pencil. Put our paper in there. And you can take yours down, okay? I don't have the tape with me, so I'm just going to freestyle, right? Now, put that up there. I'm going to move it over just a little bit. Right about there. All right, that's it. Okay, let me scoot over just a little more. So let's trace it. There it is, you guys. So it's all there. It's ready to go. So, Miss Hughes, I don't have a color printout for her this afternoon, but we're gonna use, hello. We're gonna use this right here. I have it laminated, so I'm not worried about getting paint onto it, and you shouldn't either. So you'll get in your request for Miss Hughes, you're gonna get the color version, and you're gonna get the drawing version so that you can trace it out. Okay? Yeah, that's how we do things. Sissy, you okay? What's going on? You looking purty today. She always look purty. I know it's your secret.
I get it from my mom.
Yeah, you get it from your mama. We had the same mama. What happened to me? What happened to me? Oh no. Okay, you guys, look here. As you can see, I've been working on Ellie. I'm getting her garment done. I think she's coming along really, really beautifully. So I'm working here. It's taking some time. I was doing it a different way, and I didn't like it. It was taking me forever. It was making me discouraged. I didn't want to complete the task. I was like, maybe I should just leave her like this coppery gold color, just call it a day. I was going to take a shortcut because I was feeling downtrodden by this painting, right? But I discovered a new way. I just did a little meditation and thought about it, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna change the way I'm doing it. It's not the actual painting, it's the way I'm doing it. And so I changed my mindset, and I developed a different way of doing this. Instead of drawing line on line on line and line and line, I just say, look, put that background in there first. What I always tell y'all to do. So I'm just showing y'all this because I always see it every week. Do your background first, right? And then color your subject, and then it's gonna make it pop off the page, okay? So I discovered it in this. As small and tedious as these were becoming, once I found out that I was doing it not my way, and I should do it my way, start coming through like this. So I did these. I'm gonna end up probably doing these today. As long as the health feel good, I'm gonna do it. All right, so it's coming along real good. I just wanted to show y'all this. This is acrylic, you guys. This is a 24 by 30. Okay? Or some people like to say 30. They like to use the big numbers first. 30 by 24. All right? So you get yourself a big canvas sometimes. You know? Stop buying all those sweets and games and stuff. Get yourself a big canvas and practice on it. And do something you like. Really do something you like. Just play with colors and see what they come out to be. And you can create something really spectacular. This one right here is already sold, y'all. Okay, come on now. Sissy.
Yes.
And I wasn't even going to sell it. I wasn't going to do it. Yeah. But it's done now. Let's go. All right, so let's get Ellie down, you guys. Uh-oh. Reference photo. Always tape your reference photo with blue tape so it doesn't come off. That's a tip alert, y'all. That's a tip alert. Tip alert. Always tape your reference photo to your painting with blue tape. That way when you get ready to pull it off, it will not pull your paint off the canvas and you won't be like, oh no, it's drama in the studio. Okay, so let's go, family. All right, so I'm gonna get this down. It's a big girl. Well, I guess she should be. Elephants are big, right, sissy?
Baby one.
Yeah, the baby, yeah. I believe that is a baby elephant. And this thing is huge. Okay, so let's go, you guys. I'm gonna put my wooden blocks up here, and this is what I use to raise up my canvas so it won't be low. I mean, I could raise my easel. I have adjustable, if you guys can see. I had these, no, that ain't gonna work. I had these adjustable levels here. It goes all the way down, and I just pull a little lever at the bottom, and it raises my easel up. But I don't like it up there. I like it down low. I like to sit down low and paint. So I put those, I use these wooden pieces, and I like to call them bricks, but they're not bricks, you guys. They're pieces of wood, for heaven's sake. All right, so let's go. All right, so we're going to put Miss Hughes up. We're going to get right into it. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's up, y'all? And shout out to all the paint slingers that's painting with me. And those who just watching, you know what I'm saying? And we can, I appreciate you guys. Don't y'all just love when you lose the end of a tape on a roll, a spool? I think it's here. I just try to use my nail, what I have left. I tore this nail off, you guys. I got a Band-Aid on it. Tore my nail to the quick. It was hurting so bad, sissy. I know you was like, what is she doing? I was like, yay. You thought I was doing this Indian war dance, rain dance or something. I was like, yay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm telling you. Okay, y'all, I'm struggling with this tape. Come on now. It's the show must go on tape. All right. I was going to say, what's up without you? I guess I said, wait a minute, I don't act right. So cut me a little small piece off and put it at the top of this. I don't know what I just picked up. Oh, no, it flipped back over. Oh, my goodness. Okay, at least it was a little piece hanging up. Now, cut me another piece off of this side. And I'm going to try to fold this thing down so I won't have that problem no more. Just a little piece. Okay. All right, so now I got the reference, and I'm going to stick some of these behind so I just get Miss Hughes, because that's who I'm interested in today. We're going to do a Art Squad series of each character each week. So you guys get ready next week. If you want the character for next week, it's probably going to be Art. So, get ready, guys. Let's get this light on. Shine it a little bit over there. Bring you guys over here. Get over here, y'all. Oh, yeah, I got my paint palette out. Yeah, put that right here. Slide these bricks over just a little bit. I'm getting all set up, y'all. I just wanted to show y'all Ellie. I know I could have got set up, but if I did, I wouldn't have been able to show you guys that. And I'm really interested in showing you guys. Anything interested in the chat, sissy? Or no, everybody cool? All right, so look at your reference photo, y'all, and I'm going to pull this camera down a little bit more so y'all can see what's happening. All right, let's get y'all set up real good. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all can always invite people over to watch our show. It's not going to hurt you to invite somebody. It's actually going to be real nice of you. they're going to be happy that you invited them over to watch the Just Kidding show today. I'm still trying to figure out how. I'm out of practice with this. Okay, I took a week or two off. I'm sorry. All right, so I think that's a pretty decent setup. I mean, I could bring y'all down a little bit closer. Yeah, just a little bit, a tad bit, not too much. Yeah, shout out to Shandy Chick in the chat. What's up, sis? How you doing today? Lena, Doyle, Crafton, and Ruji was the first ones to come in earlier. I'm glad they showed up. Come on now. All right, so you can do your background whatever color you want. Of course, the Art Squad background is like a yellow, and then it gradiates into an orange color. So you don't have to do that today, and I can prove it. I'll pick another color. Let's go with, and this, by the way, was the inspiration for Miss Hughes. As you can see, this little black dot right here for the eye, and then the green right here for the accessory lips, and then the yellow, purple here, green, teal color there, the pink here, and the blue under the arm. And yeah, okay, so that was our inspiration for Miss Hughes. So yeah, that's where I got it from, you guys. All right, I need to sit that up there, and let's pick a color. I think I would like to try the opposite of a green would probably be like an orange, and she's gonna have green shoes on, but I really don't want green. Let's go with something really, really stark. Let's go with red. That's the exact opposite. Okay, so how did I get in there? I need a green, so I'm gonna get this green out. Get all your colors out, fam. Get every color that you see. You're gonna need a green. You're gonna need a yellow. You're gonna need a purple, which I don't know where that's at. I've been looking for purple for 3 days. You're gonna need a teal color. If you have it, get it. Okay, let's go ahead and find it. And if you don't have it, you can mix green and blue together, and that's gonna give you a nice teal color. So I happen to have a teal, so I'm gonna get mine out. Then you're gonna need a pink. And we're gonna get that out too. Here's a pink. And then you're gonna need a navy blue. And we're gonna use this. This is a Prussian blue. Y'all know I always use this. Alright, so then we got that. So background colors are red. We gotta find it. Background color. No, that's not red. Hold on, y'all. I'm still looking. I'm looking for that purple too while I'm looking. But well, let's change the color then. I can't find a red. Let's just go with it's a red light color. Okay. And I think this probably worked because the contrast of this quinacridone, which is more like a burgundy color, will contrast against these lighter colors, and I think this might work. So let's go with it. Now, any color that you want to pick, you can. You don't have to just pick what I'm picking. You can pick whatever you want. Just don't pick your nose. Okay, let's go. Get your quinacridone out, if you're doing what I'm doing, and get you a nice amount. Okay, probably the size of your thumb, not mine. And then get yourself the biggest brush that you have. Okay, use your Just Kidding towel if you have one that was sent to me so lovingly by Passionately Intrigued Arts and More. Okay, my girl. All right, my home team. So I just dry your brush off a little bit. Just leave it damp, not too wet. Okay, let's get into it. All right, and then just go ahead and start putting this thing down. Now this particular color is transparent, more or less, so you can see through the canvas. That means you're gonna see streaks. That means you're gonna need more than one coat. Okay, so just kind of go uniformly so it don't look all patchy. Stay away from Miss Hughes because her color tone on her palette is a grayish color. I made it that way. It could be just white, but that was a little boring. And plus, it would interfere with her eyes. So I made her color a little darker than white so that their eyes would stand out. That's why she's that color, okay? So we got to make things make sense and make things work in the art world, right? Don't forget your size, everybody. Yeah, get them size together. I don't think I've ever done a background in quinacridone, so
I don't either.
so this is a new experience for us paint slingers. All right, make sure you get those corners too, you guys, and get all of that. Get all of that. Everything over there. All right, so you want it all. Get as close as you can to Miss Hughes without getting paint on her palette, because covering up a darker color with a lighter color is a challenge. So I don't want you guys to get discouraged or feel a challenge with that. So that's what I'm telling you now before you even get started. Don't get acting all wild, okay? Just take your time. We got a show ahead of us. We here. All the paint slingers and the paint slingers supporters are here in the chat. Shout out to you guys, and everybody is here. So just take your time and lay your brush down and just glide it on around like so. Glide it around. Let it get as closer to Miss Hughes as it wants to do. Sometimes you got to let the paintbrush do what it want to do, okay? Don't forget the corners up here. Let's get to painting this thing, y'all. All right? So let's go. Put it up there for a second. I want to check the chat. I'm going to let that dry a little bit. But I can grab the other side. Oh, wow. I got a lot of comments in here I haven't responded to, sissy.
Everybody talking here about it.
Hey, Nolens girl, what's going on? She said, peace and blessings. Thank you for coming in. Brittany, duh, she's in a building. That's what I'm talking about, girl. What's happening? I love it. Thank you, AccessoRe, my Auntie Cuddles. That's Auntie Cuddles, you guys. Same person. Okay, she just got a lot of love, so she got to need more than one name. Making with Marilyn is in the building. Thank you, Making with Marilyn. And, of course, we have Nightbot, you guys. Yeah. And Nightbot says, commissions are open. Email me for consultations at 755mediaart@gmail.com. Thank you, Nightbot. Hey, Monica Lee, what's going down? I appreciate you. Hey, Ruzy Crafton. Let's go. Let's go, Sandy. Let's Prince Daniel in the house. Come on now. Yeah, let's go. Family, y'all up in here. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, y'all. Thank you, y'all, for coming through. Blue Lotus Vibes is here. The Bud Files. What's going on, buddy, buffos? Buddy, buffos. I don't know how to sing y'all song, but it's so much fun when y'all do it in the beginning of your show. Say, morning, people. Big Daddy Beer Gaming Productions in the house. Come on, man. What's going on? Another great artist, you guys. Make sure y'all check them out. Butter Roll Boutiques in the house. What's going on, girl? I'm Bias LLC. Hey, Queen. What's going on? I love it. Thank you so much, y'all, for stopping by. Yeah, we're just letting this dry a little bit. Shifting my weight around in my chair a little bit. You know, let's go. Jared Talks in the house. Big Jared in the building. Come on now. Thanks for the share out, man. Man, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Wow, wow. Yeah, share these things out. Ellen Byers like that. She's an elephant fan, you guys. She said that elephant is fire. Let's go. Sylvia said, nice elephant. Thank you so much, you guys. I'm just going from the top, bottom to the top. Top to the bottom. Yeah, yeah. Okay, so let me get back to work. For anybody that I missed along the way, I see Lena in here. If I didn't say you, and Reza. Come on now, Reza. Come on now. Yeah, let's go, fam. All right, so let's get back to work. Let's get back to work, you guys. Yeah. Hope everybody having a super Saturday. Y'all, it's the bomb. It's the bomb Saturday. All right, so when your paint is wet, it's a great idea. Now, try to straighten it out, okay? But if it doesn't conform to your whatever you're trying to tell it to do, then just wait, because acrylic paint is very picky and finicky, and it likes to have its way. So once you lay it down, just let it dry a little bit, and then you can add more to it or move it around. Because if you don't, what's going to happen is going to start lifting off the canvas, and you're going to be a little bit upset. So let's not get all that going on. Okay, so let's start on over here. I'm just going to go an up and down way, and all the way over here. And I'm doing this because, I don't know, I just want to. I'm the artist, that's why. When you're an artist, you can do whatever you want. Yeah, you're the creator. It's up to you. All right? Yeah, let's go, everybody. All right? So if you can, you guys, start bringing your kids over on 755 side. I am live. We are live streaming on Just Kidding side. And the link is pinned to the top of the chat. So if you feel it in your heart to go over and show the kids some love over there and hit the thumbs up. There's no chat over there. We like to keep the kids safe. And if you, you so really support on this channel for the kids, you really need support. You learn to, let's not be about lip service. Let's get into what we're supposed to get into and do what we're supposed to do. And that's go over and encourage the kids. Because when they see those thumbs up over there, they'll know that we're not whack. We're not no cap and all that, whatever they be saying. You know, we over here doing actual work. Okay? And they'll see that by the number of thumbs up and the people viewing. And they'll say, oh, wow, this must be a cool channel. I mean, no kid wants to hang out when there's no other kids around. They don't want that. So they see other kids, or at least thumbs up in the building, they'll say, dang, this might be the place for me to be. And then it not only encourages the kids, it encourages the parents too. So y'all make sure y'all go over and y'all thumbs up the kids channel. Again, it's pinned to the top of the screen. Okay? I appreciate y'all doing that. I just was trying not to get no paint on my hands. A way to not get paint on your hands is to invest in a box of rubber gloves or latex gloves, or I forgot. These not latex. They're called something else. Nitro gloves. Let's put on. I don't want to get my bandage off. I did paint on it earlier. I didn't mean to, but it's happening. Yeah, I almost tore my fingernail off. So yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. This is a 4-finger glove. That's odd. All right, let's go. And the world of gloves, you always gotta pop them. Okay, let's go. Yes, peace and blessings. All right, let's go, family. All right. So now, as you can see, I'm getting to a point where this brush is too big to get in these cracks and crevices, and what's going to happen is they're going to start, it's going to start getting on my girl, Miss Hughes, okay? So I don't want that to happen, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish up the rest of this little paint that I have on my palette with the big brush and finish my sides, get as much done as I can with it. All down here on the bottom, as you can see, needs to be done. First coat, okay? Let's go ahead and slide that brush on through there and maybe just whisk a little bit down here at the bottom like so and get all the way closest to her as I possibly can with this brush. Now I'm done, okay? I can't get no closer than that, like for real, without starting to mess her up like I just did. All right, so let's get that up there. Let's drop our paintbrush. Come on, guys, listen to me. Let's drop our paintbrush in our water. Don't run around with a whole cup of water, okay? You're gonna kid around and splash water on your belly. I just use this much water right here. It really ain't that much. It's more like, let's see, about that much, okay? So y'all see the water line. And I just drop my brush in there. I don't swish it or nothing because I might need it later. So just leave it set. I'm gonna get me some more of this quinacridone. Magenta, okay? Let's get this magenta and put it up here. Now, if your paint is dry on this palette, don't put it back in there because you're going to get lumps and clumps and all kind of junk. And I like to say it's trash in my paint. So we don't want that. Let's get us another size brush. I'm just whip this out for 1 second. As you can see the size difference here, okay? Let's get a smaller brush out. Shout out to the 14 people in the building. Come on now. Let's go. All right, and let's get right up in here. I want to make her legs a little bit thicker when I paint her. So have no fear, you guys. I'm just going to leave a little bit more leg or a canvas showing, so where I'm going to put more leg on her. She's very leggy. All right, so we're just going to put that there. I'm happy with this color choice. I think it's beautiful. You do too, sissy? Great. And so just go right in between her feet. And this takes a little bit of skills. No, I shouldn't say skills. Wrong word. It takes patience. Sometimes you have to show a little patience, you guys, okay? So just always remember that. When you're painting, make time for your art, okay? Just don't say, I'm going to paint this and I'm going to be finished in 10 minutes. I mean, unless you're setting a speed goal or something, you know, set a realistic goal. And then if you're not done in that amount of time, just come back into it because you can always finish up your art. You don't have to do it in a rush. Don't rush. Take your time. Perfect your art. Do you know how long I've been working on that, Ellie? Oh my goodness. Even though it was moments where I wasn't feeling my best, so that's the reason why I didn't paint at certain times. But for real, you take your time and you paint. I know artists is taking years to paint things. Okay, so now we just add that quinacridone in there. I'm not crazy about her floating around. We'll work on that, okay? You know, I'm not a fan of the floating around in the air type of situation. But right now she's floating around, and we're just gonna take our brush, go right up against Mrs. Hughes' palette body, and put it down. Flip your brush over to get the other paint off the other side, because I did double load. Now, when I say double load, I know a lot of you like, what is he talking about? Well, loading your brush up means getting paint on it, okay? Just say this brush is no paint on there, okay? So if you just swoop it up like that, now you can see the paint has paint on one side, but on the other side, there's no paint. So when you double load, you flip it over and you get paint on both sides. So now this is on this side and this is on this side. That's called double loading. E-money in the beat in the building. Come on now. Let's go, bro. Jubba Bruce Love. Hey, Jubba Bruce. What's going on, y'all? Thanks for coming in this afternoon. All right, so I really don't need to double load this because we'll make a mess around here. But I just wanted to show y'all that. So I'm going to leave some of this paint on the palette and go back to just a nice wet brush with paint, okay? E-money. You just dropped another one today, bro. Thank you. I appreciated that. That got me in the spirit and in the mood to come and paint. It really did. I like that beat. That was really nice. Y'all make sure y'all go over there and check out E-money. He got beats over there. I'm sure he sells them. So if you want them, go over there and ask him for what you like. Go listen to all of them, okay? Check them out. And you might want something for your channel, okay? All right, so let's go. Let's get into this. Let's get into it. All right, so as you can see, quinacridone is leaving all kinds of streaks, and some paint is thicker than other, and there's all kind of stuff coming on. Come on, Jubba Bruce Love TV with the thumbs up. Hey, listen, take it a step further, Jubba. Go up to the top of the chat. You'll see a link for the Just Kidding side. That's the side where we do the paint for the kids. And so they don't have a chat. So go on over there to Just Kidding and thumbs them up as well. And then come on back over here. I know you would love for your, for the kids to feel happy today because you thumbs them up. Let's get into it. Oreo Mouse 8888 Dollhouse is in the house. Come on now. What's going on? Yeah. What's going on, honey pie? You all right? All right, so let's go. All right, so I think I've messed around enough with this quinacridone for the moment. I'm just going to get this paint on my brush, because if you keep messing with it, I'm guaranteeing you your paint is going to lift off. So we don't want that to happen. So I'm just going to brush here. Now you can go back over this part right here that's already done. You know what I mean? But why fool around over there when we just wait for all of it to dry, okay? See that I had to drip some water when I did a splatter. Look at that. Look at that. See what happened? It's very sensitive, you guys. So just paint over it very gently. Try to put that color back on there and leave it be. Let it set, okay? And it might work out, it may not. We're going to have to do some very, you the 8th over there, E-Money? Come on now. We got 8 people, but we got 16 people here. I mean, half of y'all not listening to me. But, I can't force y'all to participate in what I'm doing. I was just hoping that y'all would do it. But if you don't, I mean, you don't want to, don't do it then. All right, thank you. Thank you, E-Money. I appreciate you doing it. Yeah. That shows your dedication to the channel and the kids. Let's go. All right, so let's get some black, because her legs are black. Move this over a little bit. You can see her black legs, and then she has green shoes on, okay? So I have a brand new tube of black somewhere. Let's find it. Oh, that ain't it. Here it is. All right, so I got some Mars black. Black comes in different colors, believe it or not. There's ebony, and then there's Mars, and there's ivory black. It's just a lot. So you guys choose the one that's right for you. Some of them are glossy and some of them are not. So always choose the one that's right for you. All right, so I just switched my brush and rinsed it out, you guys, because this is the same brush that I would like to use. If you want to change your brush up, you can, but for right now, this is for me. Let's put this black right here, because we're going to use it in a couple of places. And so let's go on and get it together. I think this brush is big enough to, you can cold brush something, meaning take the test drive and see if it's too big for the area that you want. I think this is a perfect brush. I'm only gonna load on one side. I'm gonna put some paint down, and then carefully, cause I'm reaching over, y'all. Don't judge me. All right, reach over and grab it and drag it down. All right, so that's her arm. It's a little sketchy, but we gonna work through it, y'all. We gonna work through this program together. All right, so I want to do the same here, but this time I'm gonna turn it to the long side. See, this is the long way, and then this the wide way. This was the wide way. I probably should have did it the long way. So I'm gonna do the long way down here, and I'm just gonna set it up right close to her body. All right, get it close in there, and then I'm gonna drag it straight down, right into the top of her shoe. Drag it straight down. And do the same over here. And drag it straight down. Alright. So now I've noticed that it's a little white around the side. Maybe because I didn't get all the way close enough with my quinacridone. So I'm gonna let this quinacridone dry, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna hit them spaces in my second coat, okay? PIA in the house. Hey girl. Thank you thank you so much for coming in, saying hello to everybody. Yeah, all right. So yeah, let's go. All right, so we're just gonna come around here, put it like a little small half smiley face for the bottom of her shoes, the soles of her shoes, and do it on both sides. All right. Yeah, let's go. Now once you get that done, there's another little mark down here that we can make, but we're going to make it with a smaller brush, okay? So we're going to come back up here, and I'm just going to bring this on down. And it's okay if you get it into the circle of paint, only because this is a dark navy blue, this circle, and it's going to be easy to cover up. So don't worry about that. So now, wipe your brush off with your Passion and Tree Dark Just Kidding towel. Just take a little wipe. And squeeze your brush and pull your brush through. Now give it a rinse, because we're going to use this for something else. Alright, so now let's get into a detail brush. A detail brush or a line brush is the smallest brush you have. That will be this one. Look how tiny that is, especially in comparison to the one we was just using. And then you know how small this was for the one that we used the first time. Alright, so get some of this, and this is what you can make detail marks with. And we're going to need a lot of detail marks with this. First of all, let's come right here and get into the shoe part right here. There's a little dark spot there, and a little dark spot here. And then across the top of the shoe, there's a downward, upside down smile, better known as a frown. All right, let's do an upside down smile over there and an upside down smile over here. They don't have to be the same, but make them as even as possible, okay? And then if you didn't get the, oops, I got a little red on there. It's okay, the black will cancel it out. Bring this leg down into the shoe a little bit more on both of them, because I didn't get all the way down here. Just a little bit more. And then there is some indications that these shoes are rounded up here in the front. So just put a couple of little marks on that one and maybe one over there. They don't have to be the same, okay? Hey, Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD-ish chick. What's happening? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate you. P.I. say, Nikki. Okay, come on now. All right, so let's go. Now, where other place you can use the black is, you can come right up to her lips. In between her lips is a dark area inside of her mouth. So just put a shadow there. And I use the black as my shadow for the inside of her mouth. So we're just going to put that in there. And you don't have to spend a lot of time on it. Just go and knock it on out. Hit that right, Jubba? Yeah, let's go. Jubba say hello to everybody. Come on, man. Come on. Appreciate you so much coming in. All right, y'all. If y'all haven't already, hit that link at the top of the chat and go over there and thumbs those kids up. It's an easy way to go over and support the children. because they can't come over here, so we leave it up to you guys to show love. All right, so right in the center of the eyeball, just make a dark centerpiece right there for the pupil of the eye, okay? And now you can even, well, we're not going to get into that. Let's get into the lashes. You're going to go around the top of the lash, okay? The top, right? No, I mean top of the eye into the lashes, okay? So go on and bring it on down, like so. Just like that, right? And now we're going to go individual lashes. Take your brush and go upward, following your line, upward like so. And we're gonna do this, the lashes later, but I just want you guys to get them in here now so you'll see where they are. Because once we paint her a color, which is an off-white palette, you're not going to see, you're going to be able to see your lashes, and then you'll go back over them again, okay? That I don't want you to cover up your lashes, so that's why we're doing them now. And then once we paint this, you're going to paint them again, okay? So just take your time. Take your time. It's nothing major happening here. I know it's take a lot of steadiness with your hand. Do your best. I don't have the steadiest hand, so if I could do it, you could do it, okay? So just go start from the bottom of the lash and go upward. Oh, man, look what I just did. Woo, doo, doo, doo. Damn. Oh, no, let me play it for y'all. That's better, right, sissy? If I play it for them, it's funny. Oh, yeah, I was a tip alert. Tip alert. Watch where you put your hands at. So I just laid my hand up here on arm, and I'll transfer paint here and here. Yeah, like duh-duh. Okay, come on now. Yeah, I'm mad at myself, but I'm not too mad. I'm not angry. I'm not throwing my canvas down on the floor and stomping out of the room and knocking my easel over. No, I'm not doing that because I can fix it, okay? It might take a little work because it's black on white. It's hard to cover up. But the first thing you can do in order to try to stop the bleeding, okay, is to get yourself a damp cloth. I like to keep myself a bottle of water here, and I just take one of my business cards to it, y'all. It ain't nothing fancy in here. So I just put a little bit of water, sprayed it right here on my towel. I'm going to come in here, and I'm going to just kind of try to wipe it off. Just try. Just give it a try. Oh, it's wiping off, you guys. It's doing it. Yeah. I knew it would. Yeah. We're super artists. All right, you're not going to get it all the way 100% white, but at least it's not a dark black glop that you got to deal with, okay? All right, so now we got the lashes on. Let's get that eyebrow on. Honey. All right, Miss Hughes has got her eyebrows arched, and she's ready to go. Now, careful not to get back in that paint like I did, okay? All right, so start from the big part and work your way down to the smaller part, lifting your paintbrush up as you get to the end, and that's going to give you that nice pointed look, okay? Just nice pointed look, and do it at the bottom. Get that full brow on. No unibrows here. That's right, sissy. All right, so we got that part done, and I think it's coming along really well. What about you guys in the chat? Let me know. Okay. Now, I want to get this glove together because if we don't, what we'll end up is a blob up here. We don't know what it's going to be. So in order to get our, we're going to go over it. Just trace this glove with the black liner brush and get all the way in there. Gotta have a steady hand, so take your time. I want you to breathe. Breathe while you're doing it. Right, Shandy? Breathe. Okay? Just take your time. Don't try to do it so fast. Stop going fast. Go slow. Take your time. All right? Take your time. Breathe. Huh? You my father, Luke? I mean, yeah, I get it. No, all right. Breathe in through the mouth. Breathe out through your nose this time. There you go. Breathe. Breathe. All right. Right, Shandy? Breathe, Shandy. All right. Positive vibes. That's how we do it, sissy. Positive vibes. Yeah. Well, good job so far. We still got a little ways to go. And let's go. You guys got this. Now round the thumb. Go around in like an oval shape for each. This is how it's created. Go in the oval shape for each digit. Oval shape, okay? Now for the palm. Come around back here. Go here to the. Oh, hey, I got on gloves too, like she do. Hey, go around right when you get to this rolled up part right here, and then you gonna go in a rolled up situation, a figure, shape. Give it like that. And thank goodness she only got one hand today. There's gonna be other times where she's gonna have more than one hand. She's gonna have two. All right. And don't forget this little indication right here in the palm. It indicates this little stuff. It goes on right here. All right, let's go. All right. Guess what, y'all? We finished with the black. We finished with the. Wait a minute. No, we're not. Let's go around the eye. Yeah, I want to go around the whole eye. All right. And breathe. 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 I'm gonna make my eye pupil a little bit bigger. All right, let's go. A little bit bigger. Take a brush and put it in the center and just twirl it and swirl it till it get as big as you want it, like that. Okay? So that's a little bit bigger. Now, rinse. Rinse that brush. Rinse that brush. Come on, y'all. Rinse that brush. All right. So now we want to work somewhere that's not wet. We don't want to work on this because it's still wet. We don't want to work where the black is because it's still wet. We don't want to put no green on here. It's still wet. So that means we need to start in here somewhere. Let's get these circles done. Let's get a navy blue done. And you might have to go over these circles again. I'm telling you, it's okay. It's okay. Now, my blue is a little watery because I added some water to my paint because I don't like to waste any. So at the end of my tube, I like to add water. All right, so let's find right up here in the navy blue. And we're going to do like this. And I know it's not as navy blue. But again, I added water. So I didn't ruin it. I just not going to get the results I wanted first. But I will in the end. So I'm just taking some of mine out without, I'm using it in what's inside my top. And I'm just going to paint this blue. I got other shades of blue down there, but I thought that this would be better. But nah, I'll probably get a different shade of blue out. Don't worry, you guys. We're going to make it work. We always make it work. Because we're the paint slingers. Okay, so let's go. All right, so we got a blue on there. It's going to definitely need a second coat. But like I said, it's really watery in there, so we're going to let that dry, and I'll come back to it. Now, yours may not be, okay? Yours may be perfect. In fact, let me see if I got a perfect one to share with y'all this afternoon. Okay, Ellie. Let me get you out the way before I mess around and do the unthinkable. Yeah. Oh, yeah, I got some. Hold on. I'm digging for you guys. Put these blues back. Whew, blue is, I don't use a lot of blue. I need some more of this one too. Oh, Lord, for the love of God, let's go to the store, sissy. All right, so let's I'm gonna squeeze some out. That's enough. That's more than enough. So let me get this off right here. You always want to save as much paint as you can. This paint could be expensive. It depends on what kind you buy. And I buy heavy body paint because I'm a professional artist. Some of you guys might say, no, not yet for my kids. Not getting professional paint until he or she learns to keep it clean and, do all the things you're supposed to do. So, you know, but when you get to this heavy body paint, it could be very expensive, and you definitely gonna have to follow the rules as far as paint safety and keeping your paints up, as far as not letting them dry out and all the things that you're supposed to do. So, and now I see a little water trying to run. I'm gonna grab that because, like I said, I had water in that paint just to thin it out, make it last a little bit. So I'm just gonna just come around like so and just dry that up some. Now I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. I'm just gonna let it do its thing. In fact, yes I am. I'm gonna turn this over because I don't want it to start running that way. But I want to complete my task. So I'm just going to flip my canvas and let gravity do its thing. Have you guys made gravity yet? Alright, so let gravity do its thing. And I see it's kind of conforming over that way. So I'm going to turn it this way and let gravity do its thing again this way. So this is a way of keeping your paint from running. This is silent tip alert, okay? Alright, so now I got my blue on there. It's looking pretty good. Now I could use a second coat on here, so I'm just gonna do a little pressure, okay? And now I can wipe my brush off, wipe it all off, get that blue out of there, and rinse. So the next color that I would see is closer to blue would definitely be teal. So let's get the teal out. And you don't need that much from Miss Hughes. Miss Hughes is really a small amount of color for these. So I'm going to paint right out of my paint. I'm not going to put it on my palette. Well, maybe I should, just for the sake of a video later. I'll put a little turquoise there. So the turquoise is almost right here, directly above her leg. So let's get this turquoise or teal color right there. Whether you use turquoise or use teal, it's still a combination of green and blue mixed together. Alright, so let's go. Put it on in there. And again, like I said, we're going to do second coats to make sure these colors in these circles pop. We want them to bust open, okay? Like, blah, just like a flower blooming in the spring. Alright, so we want to put that in there. And we'll paint and dab a little bit and get that paint in there. Boom, we got our second one done. Look how quickly it's happening, sissy. Can you believe it? It's awesome. All right, so now let's wipe our brush off. We're going to go through the same ritual after each color. Wipe your brush off. Let's see, what other color would like maybe be closest to the teal? I think the green. Let's flip her back over. All right, let's flip her back over for a second. And let's get into the green, honey. Now, I have different color greens, but the green that I like to use for... Yeah, we're going to work them now.
Okay.
We're going to do the green for her lips, and we're going to do her shoes, and we're going to do her glove. And remember I said it was going to be black and white? It was going to be like a blob. No, and the glove is green, okay? And so, actually, these... Even though it looks like she's doing this, she's not. She's giving a peace sign. So we might take it up a little bit. I don't know how we're going to work it out. But you know what? It's all good. When you're working with acrylic paints, you can do whatever you want to do. Okay? Let's go. All right. So I've got this. This is a darker green. I don't think that'll work. Let's try to find a lighter green. And if you don't have a lighter green, what you can do, honey, is you can take, believe it or not, this is a lighter green. I just painted the tube yellow because I was trying to make a Miss Hughes. Squeeze. You can do is add some yellow to it. Look how pretty that is on the inside, honey. Let's go. All right, so let's take our smallest brush back to this and get some off. I'll put a little bit up here on the palette so that people can see later on what colors we use. Now, careful not to get into that teal. Let's go over here and we're going to get these lips. Now, I think that maybe when you said we're going to get her lips, you was talking about, sissy, are we going to paint her lips with the outline in the black? Is that what you were trying to say? Was you saying that to me, sissy?
Oh, I just was wondering if that was going to be the green so we wouldn't have two green bowls.
Oh, no. That's like a teal color. And then this green is the lips. That is representing one of the circles.
Yes.
So, what I'm going to suggest, if you have a dark green, get you a dark green, add some yellow to it, and make you something similar to this. If you have this, use this. But when it comes down to all the, see how these little marks, let me bring it up close for y'all to see. These little marks, I'm going to bring it to you, hold on. We all have wrinkles in our lips, okay? So these little marks, see them? They're indicating the wrinkles in the lips. So we're going to do them a dark green like this, right? So let's go. All right, let's go. Let's get this dark green on our brush, and we can color these. Careful not to get your fingers in that teal now. We're going to color these darker ones darker. All right, if you want to do them black, you can. Now, in order to get a dark green, add a tiny bit. I'm talking about a very tiny bit of black to your regular smegular green, and you can get a forest green. Yes, ma'am. All right, so let's go. Let's put these colors in here. Always flick the way you upward, wherever you want your peak to be. Flick from the bottom, then go up to where your point is going to be. All right. All right, so let's get that done. You guys are doing fantastic if you're painting along with me. Which I don't think anybody painting along with me because I didn't send out any reference photos. But if you wanted to, you can get them. All you gotta do is ask for them. I can't just, pass them out to everybody. So just always ask for your reference photo if you want it. And I'm going to line her lips. A lot of ladies know what that means. When you do a lip liner, okay, come on now. It enhances your lips. So we're just going to enhance her lips by doing a lip liner with the dark green. All right? Now, that's coming along really, really nice. Don't y'all think so? I do. All right, so we're going to go in here. All right. We're going in here. Come on up. Take your time. Now, Miss Hughes has a lot of small parts. All the characters do. All the little characters do. So make sure that y'all, come around like this and meet up. Now, when you meet up, let it dry for a brief second. You don't have to dry a long time because we doing what we gotta do. Get back into this lime green. I didn't rinse, but you try to rinse, honey, so you don't contaminate your lime green with the dark green, okay? Now just come along. Don't paint the dark green spots. Do not paint those. The dark green lines. Don't paint those. Go around. These are outlines for you, so you'll know where they are. So you want to keep them there. Just keep going around those, and we'll be done in a second with this, you guys. Don't worry. It's going to go really fast before you know it. Pick any area you want and just go ahead and start filling it in. You can jump around like I do. It's okay. Because at the end of the day, you're still going to get it done. So just go ahead and get it done. However you feel comfortable, whichever way is comfortable for you while you're sitting painting. And if you need to stand up and stretch, then stretch. Okay? It's important that you stretch. You don't want to keep sitting there and next thing you know, you're in an awkward position and can't get out of it, okay? Terrell in the house. Hey, Terrell. Hey, great job on that 1% show, the game show or whatever. It was really nice to see you on there. I'm like, look at this girl. She is doing her thing and living her dreams. So, too bad you didn't win, sis, but that's okay. Yeah, everybody get nervous a little bit sometimes. But we love you and we commend you and we thank you for even taking a chance and doing your thing, girl. Just keep doing what you're doing. Terrell, we love you. All right? All right. So, let's see who else came in while I wasn't looking. All right, we're done with the lips, you guys. I think we did a great job. Oreo said, you love it? Okay, that's what's up. Oreo? You said, sea green. That's a great color. Yes, it's true. Arctic sea green, yeah. Orca sea green. Yeah, thank you. Best Uni here? E-Money, she in here? Let me know. LP in here too? All right, I see. She said, hi, everyone. Love you, best friend. Just stopping by. Thank you, Best Uni, for stopping by. I know you got a lot of work to do, so get into it. E-Money telling on everybody. He said LP is here. Okay, come on, E-Money. He said Blue Lotus is in here. That's what's up. Let's go, fam. They're going to eat LP. Let's get into it, y'all. All right, you listening in for a bit? Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Come on now. So you guys, if you haven't, go up and share the kids. I mean, not share. Give the kids a thumbs up. I shared the link at the top. So go on up there and hit that link, y'all, for the kids. So the kids know that they not whack, baby. Gotta let them know they doing the thing. All right, so I'm going to put my lime greens up, y'all, because I don't need them no more. Let's get these out of here. And so now, let's get back into this dark green. The dark green. And that's going to be, well, actually, no, I need a regular smuggler green. What do I do with it? Let me put the top back on my blue. I just put the top back on y'all paint, y'all. Don't be like me. I'm down to the last little bit and still didn't put the top on it. Shame on me. I need a paint whooping. All right, I got the top back on now, y'all. Chill out. I know y'all want to come for your girl, but don't do it. All right. So let me find this other green that I'm looking for. Alright, so I like this green. This green is really nice. It's an in-between, that light green and and that really, really dark green I just had. So y'all, make sure y'all, check that out. And if you want to get, you can get this green and you can add yellow to it, make it lighter. Or you can get this green right here and you can add a little bit of tiny blue to it or even black to it and make it darker. So I'm just letting y'all know different ways you can use your paints, okay? He's Dad in the building. He's Dad, I know you got it. Come on now. Yeah, let's go. All right, let's get into it. All right, so let's get a little bit of this dark green out. And I'm going to lay some of this right here on the palette as well. If I can. There we go. That way, everybody can see where we at with this. So this was our green on the palette. All right, you guys. So let's get into the eyes. And I guess I kind of told a fibber-wibber when I said I didn't need that lighter green. But I do. So I'm just going to take some of this lighter green. Do I have any left? Little bit. Very little bit. I'm going to put it right here in the eye. And then I'm going to take a darker green. Let me go back and get it. Where I put it at? Well, this is a good darker green. It's not the same, but it'll do. All right, so we'll get this dark green. This is sap green. And we're going to get some on our brush just a little bit. I'll put a little bit up here. Just to show our work on the palette. There you go. Just a little bit. Spread it out. All right, so get a darker green. Dang, I'm just moving y'all around. Sorry. And put it next to the lighter green. Okay? Skip a spot and put the mother dark green in there. Skip a spot and put some more dark green in there. Skip a spot and put some more dark green in there. Now, that's it. Wipe your brush off. Wipe it off. Wipe my fingers off too because I touched that green. I don't want to get in everywhere. All right, get back into your lighter color green. Get into it. Now, get all the white spots. Every other spot was light green, dark green, light green, dark green, light green, dark green. All right, so that's our friends. What is giving us a eye glow. All right, because nobody eyes just one color. It's always different colors in there. Let me bring it closer so y'all can see. Come on, kids, let's get into it. Dark green, light green. Dark green, light green. And anytime you got extra spots that you didn't get, just fill it in with one of the colors. It'll work. It'll work itself out. It'll work itself out. All right? Let's go. All right. Now, let's get into the hand, the deuces. Okay? That's what this is. So I guess they should have been a little bit longer. But we're not going to worry about that. If I could have, should have, would have. But we didn't. So we can't fix it by just raising this finger up higher. So it'll look like the peace sign or deuces. Somebody call it deuces. Some might call it the peace sign. All right. And then raise this one up as well. Make her fingers longer. Instead of looking like she got the Fred Sanford arthritis look. Okay? Yeah, arthritic. No, we don't want that. All right. Now, gonna just fill her fingers in. And say, I know you say, I can still see that line. That means you need a second coat, honey, if you did it like mine. But in your drawing, I'm going to do it longer fingers. Auntie Cuddles did this, and she did a great job. So we're not complaining. We're going to go ahead and paint what Auntie Cuddles drew out for us, okay? All right, so we're going to draw it all out. We're going to paint it all in. Come out a little bit on each end of this so it looks like a glove, all right? And just fill it on in very nicely. Go over all the black mark. You can, it's fine. And then we're going to come back later and trace it over again to solidify the hand. Let's go, East. I see you, East Dad. All right, y'all, let's go. You said, no, I never heard of that saying. You never heard of that, huh? Well, now you have. Let's go. East Dad in here educating the young folk. Okay, let's get into it. Yeah. You said preschool, huh? Nah, this ain't no preschool up in here. Nah, what we're doing is I made some characters, East Dad, and we're making a coloring book. And so these are our characters. And so today we're doing this particular character, and they're called the Art Squad. And so it's gonna be stories about what goes on in the art studio. All right. So her name is Miss Hughes, and that's who we painting. We just painting one of our characters today. And so you can take any we said cross on the green mean okay. All right. Ariel, crossing colors, mixing colors, same thing. All right. So look, what you can do is any particular piece, whether it be like a cartoonist piece or a very serious portrait, you can take a very serious portrait and turn it into Hey Shanny 2003, what's going on? You could take a realistic portrait and turn that portrait into a cartoon. You can even take a cartoon figure such as this and turn it into a realistic painting. Okay? So I just want you guys to know that. Like this particular this image was derived from this paint palette. See the little eye at the top, and then the lips is the green lips. Because my sister makes AccessoRe lip gloss. And so that's her logo with those green lips. And then the yellow, and now we're going to get to the yellow right here. And purple, and I haven't found that yet. Anyway, we got the pink at the bottom. This is where this comes from. So this is what we're painting today, you guys. So you can take a serious painting and turn it into a cartoon. Why can't you take a cartoon and turn it into a serious painting? Let's get into it. I think we said yellow is next, so let's get out our yellow. Let's go. Here it is. Couldn't find it at first. We're just gonna get it. Get your yellow out, everybody. Welcome in, everyone. I hope y'all took the time to hit the link at the top of the chat and go over and give the kids a thumbs up, because the kids can't come over here. This is an adult channel, but the kids have their own channel over there. It's called Just Kidding. And if you're new here, I appreciate y'all taking a moment to go over there and say hello to the kids by just simply giving a thumbs up. You can always come back here in the chat if you like, or you can sit there and watch it from that end. There's no chat though, just letting you know. Thank you, Sandy. How you doing today? Hey, Deborah Garrett, welcome in, Honey Pie. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Don't let me say Honey Pie, because we're going to get Oreo Mouse started. Honey Face. Yeah. How you doing, Honey Face? All right, so let's go. We're going to get into this yellow and go around in a circle, you guys. Lay your brush straight down, flatten down on the canvas, and then just drag it around. Now, if you notice, I flipped my brush over. That's because I had ran out of paint on this side, and I had paint on the other side. So, you can go around like this, then flip your brush over if you need more paint and get it, okay? All right, so the yellow was real easy. We took care of it with no problem, right? All right, let's wipe our brush off. Thank you. Wipe your brush off really good, okay? Get that yellow out. And let's head straight into, I'm going to leave the purple for last because I'm still looking for it, y'all. And then we're going to head right over here and get some pink. We have a pink right here. It's a medium pink that I have. It's more like a magenta, but it's still pink nonetheless. So let's get it. I'm going to put some up here, like so. Da 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 da. All right, so we got that going on. And we're going to go ahead, take our rinse clean brush and take some pink and put it on it. And you can put some on both sides if you want to. So you can paint on both sides just a little bit, okay? And oops, I almost made a mistake. Let's go. Put that in there. First lay it down so you won't have a glob of paint. Then take your brush and lay it down flat. Drag your brush. Drag it in a circular motion. Let's go up to the top. Get it up there. And drag it around in a circular motion this way until the two circles meet, okay? If you need to do some adjustments, do it. I think I might have a little bit too much water on my brush, so I'm going to take my towel, and I'm just going to push upward and try to get that paint off the palette, all right? There we go. Now I could easily take my brush at this point and just correct my mistake. So, listen, you guys, painting is always, a lot of times, full of things you don't want to happen. So it's never really mistakes. That was a bad choice of words that I said. Like Bob Ross said, it's never mistakes. It's only happy accidents, you guys. So if it's something you don't want, you just have to let that paint dry, and then you can come back and fix it, repair it, okay? Yeah. All right, so you watched a little of Friday night. You talking about Terrell? Yeah, she was throwing down, man. She the bomb. And Sharon Garen and Angie Styles on the show. They always bring a special element to the show. I really enjoy those ladies. I really, truly do. All right, so let me put up some of this green off my table because I no longer need it. So I'm going to put away my green, except for the one that I'm going to use to finish off that hand with. So I can put these two darker greens away. So let's get those out of here. Now, I do still need to find my purple. But if I can't, let's just go in a pinch. I'm going to go in a pinch, and I'm going to use this Liquitex Basic. I don't normally use this paint. As you see, it's almost a full tube. But anyway, we're going to use this Liquitex Basic until I can find the paint that I like to use, and then I'll correct it later. But this will do just fine, because a lot of you are using Liquitex Basic, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's just, I don't know. I just like to show y'all that purple that I have. It's awesome. All right, so we take our brush that we use our paint for. We wiped it off, and we rinsed it, right? All right, so let's get into this purple, and come on over here and fill this in. Same method. See, the Liquitex paint is a little bit thin, and you can see through it, but it's okay. We can just do second coats on it. All right, so we're going to do that and get this thing done. All right, we're going to get it done. All right, so just fill this in. Oops, I went out of circle a little bit. This will be all right. All right, so we got her almost done. Oops, I got a little cocky there and went out of my circle, but it's okay. All right, so we got that one in. All right, a little bit out of the circle, but it's okay. This paint's a little thin. It moves a little differently than what I'm used to. But we got it. We got this. All right, kids? All right. So, you guys, if you're new here, I don't just teach kids, so I don't want you to feel like there's no reason for me to be in this chat or on this channel because I am not a kid. I have an adult channel, which is 755 Media, and I also have the kid channel, which is Just Kidding, okay? And on Saturdays, we come in and teach the kids how to paint every Saturday at 12 high noon. And during the weekdays, especially on Wednesday, I do a show called Wednesday Whip Up for the adults. The kids can't be in there, so don't feel like, oh, I don't want to be in there where kids are going to be. They're not going to be in there. All right, so y'all, let's get into our white, okay? Now, the palette is not white. It's like an off-white, and I did that for a reason so it wouldn't interfere with her eye. So let's get into that. I'm going to go ahead and put some white down. Now, if you have like a tan color, get it. If you don't worry about it. What you can do is you can add some, a little bit of burnt umber. That's my favorite paint, you guys, if you didn't know. I'm talking about a very tiny bit of burnt umber. Burnt umber is like a brown, okay? All right, so get the little brown out. A little bit, just a tiny bit. I'm talking about very tiny. Very, come on now, not that tiny. Not that tiny, get up there. Oh no, it's tripping. All right, let me see. It's really thick. Heavy body paint. It's super thick, you guys. So just know that. Just know that. All right. So we got a little bit. It's more than I need, but we're gonna work it out. So now get your brush. A little bit wetness to it. All right. And then come on over here and grab some white and mix it in until you get a desired color. Just keep adding. Now, stay in the white though. Don't go over to the and I seem to have a little bit of pink on my brush. Let me wipe my brush off. And now having that little pink on my brush is not a bad thing, okay? And you can add that in there. It's going to give it like a rosy color, okay? So that would be a cool color to use. All right, so now let's get into it. Keep adding more white as we go along the way. And now it's not stark white. It's taking some of that stark whiteness away and its harshness away. Okay, and so let's go ahead and start painting her. And I know that I didn't do the red yet. It's okay. So let's just start painting her. We're gonna get to it. Take your time and go around these circles though, okay? And try to keep them circular. All right, on every account, every one of these, do your best. I might have too much paint on my brush. I got it down into my ferrule, which you don't want to do because you can ruin your brushes that way. So learn from my mistakes, okay? And then you wipe your brush off if you feel like you have too much paint on there. But wipe it off on your palette in a way where you're twisting your brush. Look at me right here, right here. I'm twisting my brush and I'm dragging it around to get some of that paint off of my brush, okay? And then you can come to an area you haven't painted yet, and then that will help you clear some of that off. Now that's so much better. All right, so let's go. Make sure you paint around the lips really good. You don't want to leave any blank spaces on your canvas, folks. All right, and we're painting today. Let's get it. All right, so let's go. We're going to get all around this red one. I need to find my red and my purple. I think that's because of Ellie, because I've been doing a lot of work on the Ellie painting. So if you guys want to stick around to the end, I'll show it again. If not, you can always catch a replay and you can see where I show Ellie in the beginning. Make sure y'all hit the thumbs up over here on this channel as well, please, and thank you. All right, so just go around your palette, your paint circles, okay, for lack of better words. I'm not really sure. Thank you, Lena. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. All right. Thank you, Ariel Mouse, 8888. Appreciate you. All right, so when you get ready to go around her, you lay your brush down and drag it, drag it, drag it, drag it. Ariel Mouse 88, I just want to say thank you for submitting your art. I appreciate you. I saw it in my email. I just haven't had a chance to respond, but I will, dear. So just thank you for having patience with me, and I'll get to you. Been working very hard trying to get myself together. If I ain't got myself together, I can't be the best me. All right, so I appreciate everybody understanding. Shout out to everybody who sent me well wishes and what have you. You know, I'm recuperating, you know, I'm just trying to recuperate. That's all. All right, so I'm just moving all my paint out. I got my eagle eye on because I am looking for every streak, every possible place that I've missed, and I'm going over it again and again until I get it all covered, okay? Just the way I want it, all right? And I'm going back over places that I already been, because remember I had a lot of paint on my palette, on my brush, I'm sorry. And so I was just trying to spread it all out, and I'm thinking I'm doing a good job at capturing it and going around each circle with precision. And I got a little brush here right there. I'm going to brush it out. All right. And yeah, we making it perfect, baby. Yeah. All right. So let's get some more of this paint on our brush now. And come over here, right around this pink. Take your time. Drag it close up. Keep going until you get as close as you can. And once you get as close as you can, drag that brush all the way around that circle. Just like this. Take your time, okay? Now, you got a little bit up there. Get it. Go ahead and grab it. Put it down. Same way that way. Do it this way. Now, this is easy for me. You might be able to go all the way around because I'm painting at an angle because I'm showing y'all on this camera. So I'm painting, I'm stretched across like this. I'm not directly in front. If I was directly in front of the paint, y'all wouldn't see it. I'd be right here, right here. That's directly in front of me. So I'm reaching over, trying to show y'all. Okay, so that's why I can't complete my circle with the brush going around. All right, but you can, and if you can, do it. If you can't, do it the way I'm showing you. It'll work out. All right, so don't forget to get right around the edges of her. You got to stay and brush up tall, get it. However you got to do it, get it. Okay? Get it. All right? Let's go, y'all. Thank you for the support for everybody working in the background and just over here showing love and support to the channel. There's 14 people in the building. Let's go. All right? So get you some more paint, you guys, for Miss Hughes. And I'm using my eagle eye, and I'm looking and seeing, well, did I get that part yet? Did I get this part yet? And it's best to stay in the same area until you finish it completely. And that way you know you did it. Because painting white on white, even though this is not white, painting this color close to white, it's hard to notice when you did not get all of it painted. All right? But you will notice it later on in a few months maybe, or maybe a year. It'll show up in your work because the color, the discoloration, like if you're in a house that cooks a lot, or even if somebody has a bad habit of smoking, it might show up in your work because it'll start turning yellow. That's why we paint on top of our white, and we just don't leave it white, you guys, okay? All right, so let's move on up here to the top. I got too much paint. I'll get it off. And then you can always do 2 coats to everything we're doing today. Remember that, all right? So I'm going to fix this area where the pencil marks showed up a little more than I wanted to. I'm going to go around the eyebrow. Okay. Standing my brush up and dragging it. Get on up in here but in this eyelashes. Now, remember, I told you, we painted the eyelashes because we're going to paint over the eyelashes. Then we're going to paint back over them, okay? So just, we'll wait on that. Let's come on this side. We're going to get this part right around that glove. All right? Get on in there. If you get some on the glove, don't worry about it because we still got to do the glove. Let me straighten out my arm. Remember, I had went too wide. All right, so I got that. It's straightened out now. I'm going to drag it around this way. This is a really cool exercise. Whether you're a painter that paints every day or you're not, or just beginning. Because it can show you things that you need to learn being a beginner. And it can also fine-tune your wrist motion, your brush motion, and what have you in there for being a average everyday painter. So this is an exercise for everyone. So don't think it's just for little babies because it's a cartoon. Don't think that. All right, so let's get into it. I got a little bit more on the arm than I wanted to. I'm going to straighten it out with the white. Just make it straight. And I'm going to come around here because I don't think I got this part. Nope, I didn't. I'm using my eagle eye to tell me if I painted over it. I'm going to get under this eyebrow because I didn't do that. And so now we are here. We're here to the eyebrows, okay? So what I want you to do is go ahead and paint them, but strike them in. Strike them in like this. Strike them in, inward, just like that. Go over it twice if you can, all right? Now, what I want to share with you is that this. You can still see the eyelashes under that paint because the white is opaque. I mean, not opaque, transparent. It's a little transparent, so you can see through it, right? So make sure you got all your white declumped, meaning if there's clumps, get them out. This is your time to shine, but getting those clumps out, okay? All right, so you get them out. Wipe your paintbrush off on your canvas and use that paint too. Don't use it. It's okay. You got this. You done now. You done came the hard part now. Now, let's do some touch-ups. I can see up here at the top, I want to just kind of cover this up a little bit more with my pencil marker showing through. I want to cover that up. And I'm taking my time. I'm breathing. I'm not holding my breath. Breathe. Come around. Breathe. Okay, and I see this is a little wonky. I want to straighten that out a little bit. All right. Now, making sure I got everything. Sometimes you can kind of like do one of these moves like this, like lay to the side, lean to the side, and look at your art, and you can see the glare. If it's glaring, you painted it. If it's dull, you need to go back over it. Okay? Yeah, no, it's a tip alert. All right, let's go. All right, so now, I think we're doing fantastic, you guys. I'm not really happy down here at the bottom of the feet, so I'm just kind of take a chance and go over it without messing up. Yeah. Let's go over it and clean it up. I just want to clean it up. This is my journey, okay? My art journey. Now, I got that all done. I'm going to stick my brush in the water because I still need it for the red. So let me try to find my red. This is recording aquadome. We're going to use that. I can put my paint up. I can put my aqua up. I mean, if you see something you want to go back over, you can leave it out. Okay, but I'm okay with it. So this show is an hour and a half in already. So we're gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna put these paints up, and I'm going to try to find for my red. I think my purple was a lost cause, but we're gonna try to find my red. Find it, or at least find a red. Okay, how about that? Find a red. Oh, I got it. It was all the way in the back. We got that red. Let's go on and put this circle in there. Rinse your brush out that you was just using. Okay? Rinse it out really good. Alright? Because it's got white in it, and we don't want this red to turn pink. White and red makes a pink color. Alright, so let's go. We're going to put this up here a little bit just to show that we used some red today. And we did. Boom. So let's get, I'm going to use some off of here. And we're going to paint right in here and get this red. Look how pretty that is. Come on now. It's coming along really good, you guys. Throwing down today, paint slangers. So I want to give a nice coat of red. And I'm going all the way up to the line. Okay? Painting all the way to the line. All right? And drag it around. Drag it around in a circle. Just like that. Even that paint out. If you got lumps and clumps like I do, get them out with your brush. Breathe. Okay. Breathe. All right. Get a little bit more paint and put it right on here. I want that red to be popping. Okay. Because Miss Hughes got the rosy cheeks. She got the red cheeks, honey. All right. She blushing. There she go. All right. Let's go. Thank you, Orion Moss 88. Thank you, Nikki. Come on now. I appreciate y'all encouragement. Kids, they're saying it looks good. So if you're doing what I'm doing, Nikki is saying it look good. And Orion Moss 88 is saying it looks good. And they should know. Okay? They should know. All right. So we got the red up there. Right? I think I just want to go around this bottom a little bit. Just a little bit more. All right. So. And if you go outside, just take a little towel and just the tip of the towel and try to clean it up the best way you can, okay? If you can't clean it up, don't panic. Don't worry. It's going to be okay. I'm telling you. Just dry your brush off and come back in after you wipe it down and put it like you want it, okay? All right, so that's pretty good. That's decent. It's going to work. All right, so we put the red up. Put the top on your paint. You guys, here we go. All right, got the top back on the red. Put it back in place. Next thing we want to do, we want to get our green back. We want to get our tiny brush back out. And we're going to take our black. We still got some on the palette right here. I do, and if you don't, get you some, just a little bit, because we don't need that much. In fact, you can work right out of the tube or perhaps right out of the jar. If you're working with a temper paint, use right out of the jar. Okay? So now we're going to go back over these fingers, give it an extension all the way up there, like so. Okay, this is Miss Hughes. She is a character from my coloring book that I've created called Art Supplies, and she is a paint palette. Just go back over all the black here, because you want to. But under the fingers, if you're painting along with me, and you got a reference photo in the replay, don't paint underneath the finger because it's going to make it look like she's doing this or something like that. No, don't paint underneath. Just paint the length of the fingers from the top all the way down. Okay, all the way down. Just go back over that. But in the bottom, don't do it. Now, this finger here, this bent thin, yes, paint that. All the way around. Paint the line in the middle of the hand. Do that. Yes, do that. And then paint the thumby part right here. I think this is thumb. I don't know. Forefinger, thumb, whatever. It's only got 4 fingers, so. All right, most characters do. All right, and then come around the glove like that. And come around it. Just outline the glove. All right. And you got that going on. And don't forget this part of the hand over here. And boom, just like that. Now it looks more like she's giving you the peace sign. Now, while we got the black, let's get back into the eyelashes, you guys. Flick outward with the eyelashes. Flick outward, outward. And use a little bit of water. Not a lot. Dip your brush in the water and thump it off really good and nice and wet. And now get into your black paint and make it really fluid because you don't want them clumped up eyelashes, okay? Maybe it's Maybelline. I don't know. All right, so let's go. Start it by near the eye and flick upward. And try to get it in one shot. If it didn't go in one shot, get some more water on your brush. Come in here and loosen up your paint. That means your paint is too thick. When you're making small, delicate lines, loosen up that paint and get your paint nice and watery. Okay? Nice and watery. Now, sometimes when you wet your paintbrush, you'll find that you have a little drip of water on it back here. Take your brush and wipe that off because that will cause your paint to run and cause problems. Take a brush and spin it, but don't get the paint off the tip of the brush. And now this is all dry, okay? Now you get in here and get you some of this liquidy paint that you just made. Come back and start right here at the tip of the eye. The right there. And go up. And hit it and go up. Do it again, go up. Just like that. And you're making these really cool lashes that don't end in a big blob, okay? So just get into it. You can always darken them up if you want. That's what I'm doing here. I'm going to darken that up. I'm using my brush to wiggle back and forth and darken those 2 lashes up here on the end. There's 2 of them, all right? So I got those going. Now, tip my water again and get back into this paint. Thank you so much for everybody that's watching. I appreciate y'all checking out the show. I appreciate people that's actually watching it. I appreciate all of y'all. And I'm just drawing over this eye again. Making that color nice and dark. Nice and dark. And straightening it out too at the same time. Alright, so now I'm going to get some more of this liquidy paint. If it dried up on you and it's starting to get not so wet again, just take a little tiny bit of water now. Just a little bit. I'm telling you, don't do a lot. Because you're going to get this drip. See this drip? See it? Yeah. Get that off. Just tap it and get it off the brush. Just like that. Thank you so much, Terrell, for stopping in. I say you go into rehearsal. Go ahead. Practice make perfect. Yes, you will see me very soon. Have a good weekend to you, too, as well. Enjoy your rehearsal, honey. Enjoy. All right, so now let's get back in here, and we get this eyelash and flick it upward. Flick it upward. Curl it a little bit. Don't make them all straight. You know what I mean? Make them all bend in a little bit. Because actually your eyelashes crisscross. So, but we're not going to get into that today. So, we're just going to paint them on up like so. And I've got 2 more to go. Boom, like that. All right, and then one more right here. And flick it upward. All right, so now, there we go. Now I want you to go around this eye again. The outside of the eye. Remember, we covered it up. So go back around it. And then take your brush and hit right in the middle and twirl it, twirl it. Okay, twirl it, twirl it. So we get her a pupil. All right, so we got her pupil going, okay? Dang, it's looking good, y'all. It's looking real good. Now, if you got a little bit of green, dark green on your palette, or maybe even this burnt umber, that'll be fine. Come on in, and I just made a little bit of mess over here, so I'm gonna straighten up the front of her lip with this, and it's gonna be fine because burnt umber is like a shadow color, so it just look like a shadow. So I'm just gonna put that little shadow right there in the front. I'm not crazy about how this blue turned out in the back. I think I might have touched it when I went around with my white brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit of blue. And this is where you can do all your fine tuning up. Right up in this area. Like anything that you have missed, you can use this time right here to fine tune it. Go around. And maybe later on during the night, day, whatever, what have you, you'll see, you know what? I should have did this. And maybe you have time to pull your paintbrushes out and correct those things, okay? So, one of the things that I definitely want you guys to correct is if you didn't quinacridone just like I did, and you have, this is all dry now, you guys. It's all dry. You just come back in here with your quinacridone and you give it a second coat, okay? So let's do that really quick. It won't take but a minute. And then you'll see all the spots that really need attention to, because that drop really caused us damage on this piece. It really did. So, but we're going to work around it and come through like this and get all the way around it. And oh, I'm so glad I'm doing this because guess what, you guys? I forgot her shoes and nobody even told me. You're supposed to say, Auntie Carmen, don't forget her shoes. All right, so, okay, I caught my mistake. Let me go ahead and put this brush down for a minute. But I was painting this, I was going to really try to give it a second coat. And put that down, and let's get that green back out. We just put it away, my goodness. My goodness, where is it? Well, I think this was too light. No, this fine. We got our green back out. And so I'm just going to use this green, and I'm coming here and paint her shoes. Paint those shoes. And you can go over the dark lines if you feel it necessary to do so, then paint over the dark lines. But if you don't paint over the dark lines, then you don't have to repaint them. So if you can't help it, by taking your time and going over her shoes, you will see that you do not have to paint the black lines again, okay? So just go ahead and paint the entire shoe green, all right, minus the lines. And if you paint over them, like I said, you can always just take a black and brush them up. So they'll be fine. Okay? All right. All right. So let's go, fam. Let's go, everybody. Let's get into it. Shout out to everybody who's at home painting with me. I appreciate you guys. I really do. And if you want the character for next week, go ahead and send that email out right now so you can get it. Okay? Get it ahead of time. And I might not send it out today. Might send it out tomorrow. But just know it'll be sent to you. Okay? Regardless. Alright. So let's go. Now, come over here. Get this ankle boot right here. Like so. Paint it all in. And try not to go over the black. If you do, you can paint over it. Same thing. Just like on the other shoe. Okay? On the other boot. Alright. So let's go. I'm using this fine tip brush. And I'm getting in here, and I'm getting all the little details, okay, of this shoe. All right, and don't forget, I just painted that red, so I got a little bit bleeding in, but it's gonna be okay. All right, it's gonna be just fine. All right, so just paint this boot, and if you want to put 2 coats on everything we did today, make sure you do. It's gonna be okay if you do. and it's gonna be okay if you don't. Okay, you be happy about the way your art turned out. All right, never mind what I'm doing. All right, you guys do what you're gonna do for your art. All right, so we got that green on there. That looks good. All right, so I like that. All right, so now let me take the quinacridone and fill in these little parts right here around the boot that I didn't do. All right, I want to do it. All right, so I get it, and I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna fill this in, and that's gonna clean that up really good. And now she's looking great. Now, if you want to go back over your quinacridone background, feel free to do so, but don't use that same paint because it's drying up already, and it's going to give you a crazy look. Or like, it's going to, just use fresh paint, okay? So you don't get all those lumps and bumps and clumps and stuff. And we don't want that, all right? And even if you wanted to take your palette knife, ladies and gentlemen, and get you a nice clean palette knife, all right? And then you just want to kind of, you guys can't see them, tilt it down a little bit. And you want to get your palette knife, and you just want to come in, and you just want to add quinacridone by using your paint palette and giving it some dimension. You can do that. That probably be better, especially considering this paint is translucent and it's going to give you streaks and stuff. You can just probably just take your palette knife, and some of you have some of your art boxes. Parents, if you want to get your kid an art box, all you have to do is hit me up in my email at 755mediaart@gmail.com, and we'll get one out to your lovely art student that you have over there in your home, okay? And if you don't think that your kid might be ready for an art box, I tell you what, I bet you they are. I bet you if you tried and gave them one, that they would do really well, and it might even surprise you. I know a lot of people who said, I was surprised by the way my daughter or granddaughter or niece or son, and you know, whatever, performed once they got their hands on one of those art boxes. They really surprised me how they did the art. It looks good. Yeah, because that's because you got to try. Everything in life you got to try. At least try everything good in life. Let's put it like that. You got to try at least one time, okay? Just to see if you like it or not, all right? And if you like it, then that's something you could just take up as a hobby, or maybe you can become your profession. You never know. It took me a long time to realize I was an artist. I won't go back into that story right now again, but if you want to hear my story, I'll have to try to post that in the chat. I mean, post it in the comment section so that you can come back and hear the story about me realizing that I was an artist. It didn't register to me. So, you know, it could be the same way with your little artist that you have in your home, sitting right at your dinner table. You could be having a renowned artist right at your dinner table. I like to say Picasso sometimes, but you know, it's, you don't have to be a Picasso. You could just be a really great artist, okay? And when you become a really great artist, people know you, they like your work, they'll purchase from you, and you know, like a lot of people like say, oh, you're an artist, or you're a starving artist, you know. No, I eat pretty good. I eat daily. It might not be what I want to eat, you know. I'm not having filet mignon every day, but I mean, you know, hey, most of us not. You know what I mean? But you can just simply take your palette knife and just go around your art and go right up a butt against it, like, you know, and then scrape outward. And then once you get outward from your piece, you can just start adding this texture of paint, and it's going to dry. And then when it dry, honey, I'm telling you, it's going to be something that you really like. Now, if you have a gel, acrylic gel, now I wouldn't expect most of you kids to have acrylic gel, but if you did have acrylic gel, this is what you would really use this for, to create this textured look behind your art. So I'm just showing you what things that you can do. These palette knives, they're not expensive. You can get them at Walmart. I've seen them there, and they do have the plastic ones, young people, parents, so you don't have to worry about, hey, that's a metal object. And I don't like the idea of it being called a knife. Well, it's not really a knife. You can't really cut a sandwich with it. I mean, if you really try, you probably could cut a sandwich with it, but that's not what we're doing here. We're painting. And this is used to spread art without using a brush. And I would like to really have a series of art with you guys that we use only the palette knives to create our art. But I don't do that because the reason why I don't do it is because a lot of you don't even have a palette knife. So I wouldn't want to leave anybody out of doing a artwork for the week. You know, our art, and some of you guys really do wait until the show comes on Saturdays. You wait patiently all week to see the show. And I don't want you to get here on the day of the show and say, oh, I can't even paint with Auntie 755 because I don't own a palette knife. See how quickly I was able to achieve this textured look? Okay, see that? And I was able to do it in a short amount of time. And then you can just always wipe your knife off and get some of this paint and put it in between here in this area and just loosely do it because you want it to stand up. You're not trying to make it smooth. You're really just trying to give it a little texture all over the artwork, okay? And so this is how it's done, you guys. Booyah. Right? Just like that. And you just put it all in there like that. And so now with that being said, you're going to have to let that dry for a substantial amount of time because it's wet paint and it's really thick and it's kind of lumped up. You're going to let that dry before you can even sign it. So usually I end the show with signing our art, but today, no, I won't do that because, I'm going to tell you what you could do if you was in a really big hurry to sign your art. What you could do, you take yourself a brush, right? And then you could just etch out in this paint. Just smooth it over and etch it over to where you have enough room to sign your art and leave that blank, just like that. So with that being said, I've done that. I think a great contrast to the background and the paint palette is to use some of this creamy, delicious paint palette color right here. Look, right here by my finger. And we're going to use that to sign with. So let's do it. I like to play a little music while I sign the art, you guys. So let's go. Let's find some music to play. Yeah. Got a small detail brush. Let's go. I'm gonna wet my brush and bring it back in. It's got a little red on it too. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get that off. Because I was trying to go white, remember? So I rinse. Alright. And I come back in and get some. I think my water is pink. That's what I think. Alright, so I haven't looked at it, but I think that's what's going on. But it's okay. So, alright, so let's go. Auntie 755. Teaching young people to paint something sweet on their easel. Let's go. Too bad with that little pinkish magenta mixed in with this white. Alright, if you need to rinse, then rinse and add more water. You gotta add more water. Get you some more paint on here. Okay, let's go. Yeah. My second E ain't turning out so light. I want it to be light. So I'm get some more paint, put it on there. Like that, y'all. Just like that. Okay? Let's go. So, we've come to the part, you guys, where I like to say, show me your art. Let's get into it, y'all. But before we do, let's go check on Mimi. I think we did really, really good, Miss Hughes. We did great. I think we did an excellent job. What y'all think? I'm loving this painting. I just see a couple of things that I do want to do before, because we did this thick paint around the edges. I just want to take some thick paint and put right here on her legs. Well, not on her legs, but between each one of her legs, because it's a little pink in there. And it would be nothing really wrong with it, but I think I would like it if I did the same technique right there in that space as I did everywhere else. And even right here between her fingers, it's a little light. So just get in there with it, like so. And just to show you, I've already signed this painting, but when you see something else that you need to do to it, you go ahead and do it, okay? Yeah, there's no rules against that. So let's show you my art for today. And remember, it's still wet, you guys. All right, so this is Miss Hughes. This is the very first painting of our Art Squad collection. Yeah, look at that. Can I get a screenshot? Thank you. All right, so I appreciate that. Shout out to everybody who came through today and painted with me, prayed with me, had fun with me, smiled with me, and all the things, y'all. Yeah. Appreciate y'all. Kids, I always say you can do anything you want. Anything. It's limitless things that you can do. All you got to do is supply yourself, have the right tools and the right instructions if you don't have to know how. Some things is easier to do than others, so always remember, if you need special encouragement with your art, I'm here for you. All you got to do is hit me in my email, 755mediaart@gmail.com, and I'll be sure to get in touch with you and we can discuss your art, okay? All right, so let's do a roll call, you guys. I really feel like I need to do a roll call for the paint slangers. I want to say hello to Jaden, Janaya, Monk, Dawn People's Son, Ryan, Gio, Milan, Christopher, Mimi, Lincoln, Brielle, Micaiah, little ARD, and Ethan, and little Sammy. Hey, brothers and sisters, y'all. The Green and Red family. Remember the twins I painted? Yeah, and their little brother. That's the Green and Red family. I want to say hello to Twinkles, Nisha, Demaya, Big Mike, Jeremiah, Four Corner Son Jr., Son, Charles, Lexi, I'm sorry, Lexi. I want to say hi to Romaya, Maya, Mia, and Ace. And also Miles and Laura, Logan, and Melena. Listen, you guys are awesome. Did I say Charles? I think I did. Special shout out to Charles. Okay. So I guess I'll see y'all next week. If you get up, I want you to paint and clean up your mess. Take pictures if you want. Get you a juice box and invite all your family and friends, your dad, mom, and dad, and everybody, grandparents, to come over and check out your art that you created with your own hands. All right? Using your skills, okay? You do that. And meanwhile, clean it all up. Get it all done. Don't forget to stretch, you guys. Put your hands up there and stretch high as you can. And out far as you can. And wiggle those fingers. Okay? Just wiggle them. Yeah. And then don't forget, give yourself a hug. Squeeze tighter. You deserve more. Just like that, y'all. And I'm out of here just like that as well. Shout out to the 11 people that's still here in the building. I didn't hear Caz's name. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Caz. How could I forget Caz? Girl, yes. Because Caz he didn't want to paint his Sonic. That guy, man, he's incredible. Make sure you tell him I said hello. I'm Bias LLC. Thank you so much for reminding me about Caz. I'm so sorry. I try to remember everybody. And sometimes I forget. Yeah, okay. Yeah. You know how the painting turned out, Marilyn? Thank you, Marilyn. I appreciate y'all. All right, so I'm out of here. If anybody else have anything to add? Thank you, Ariel. Says she looks awesome. Beautiful. And then says, look awesome. Yeah. Nikki says, great job, you guys. So I don't know if you all will come back for the replay, but just check it out. You guys are relaxing? Okay, that's great. That's good. All right. So thank you for coming in, and I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all next week. I think I'm going to stream only on Just Kidding next week, you guys. So look out for it there. And if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do. And we'll go from that point. And if my sister was down here, she'll say, wah, wah, wah. Y'all kids deserve art. Peace. Oh. Peace. Do I look like her doing it? I hope so. Peace. It's hot noon. It's high noon. It's high noon. Draw. Set up. Get ready.
ARTY 755 is here. The wait is over. Let's go.
Just kidding. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
The Just Kidding kids are the best kids, baby. Yes, they are.
Are you ready?
I believe that.
I'm ready.
Let's go, y'all. Hey. Mama, how long should I wait? 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. Other kids are outside and they're playing. I set my easel up and then I say, just kidding. Papa, I can hardly wait. 12 high noon on Saturday. Wait. my paintbrush out and then I say, just kidding.